Okay, so most business owners at one point or another have some business income or business expenses go through their personal bank accounts on accident, right? Now, if you have large transaction amounts and you don't track them or you don't report them on your tax return, this effectively is going to cause you to overpay your taxes. So, if you have had business income or expenses go through your personal bank accounts at any point in 2023, you're going to want to do this. You won't have an accurate tax return if you don't do this. So maybe when you first started out, maybe this was your first year in business, and maybe when you first started, you didn't have an LLC, you didn't have separate business bank accounts. So naturally, at the beginning, some business expenses and some business income came through those accounts. Or maybe you did have business bank accounts, but for whatever reason, you just had a decent amount of business stuff go on your personal card instead of the business card. The problem with this is most business owners that have had business activity on their personal card for whatever reason, they don't track that income or expenses that occurred there. So this is essentially meaning that if you have legit business expenses on your personal card, but you don't track or find it so that it can be reported on your taxes, then you're going to show a higher net income, which effectively means you're going to pay more taxes than you needed to. So, for example, let's say that you purchased a $5,000 course to help take you and your business to the next level and increase the number of clients you attract. But for whatever reason, you put it on your personal card. And let's say that your effective or your average tax rate for 2023 is 30%. If you go back and find this purchase and can show it to your accountant, they can help you claim this tax deduction or this write off on your tax return. So if you take that $5,000 and multiply it by your average tax rate of 30%, that comes out to an actual tax reduction of $1,500 just off of that one transaction. Now, on the flip side, if you weren't to go find it and report it to your accountant so they can put it on your tax return, you would essentially be overpaying your taxes by $1,500, which who wants to do that? Nobody, right? So I personally haven't met any accountants out there that are willing to comb through your personal bank statements to help find these for you, which is why I'm going to show you how you can quickly do it yourself. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to log into your personal bank account. And from there, it kind of looks different for everybody. All the banks' layouts are somewhat a little bit different, but you're going to click into that personal bank account that has some of those business transactions. What you're going to do from there is you're going to click your personal bank account and go to transactions. And somewhere in that vicinity, you're going to find a click a download transactions button. So for me, it's a download icon next to the right of this print icon. So it's right here for me. You're going to click that. Then from there, you'll get some sort of pop-up similar to this. It's going to ask you how you want to download it. And you want to download it as a CSV, which is a spreadsheet file basically for Excel or Google Sheets. Start date, put January 1, end date, put today. And it's going to spit out something really scary looking like this. And don't worry, it's not as scary as it looks. The reality is you don't need most of these columns. It's a bunch of pointless stuff, but I'm going to show you how to format it correctly. All you really need is a reference number, a transaction date, transaction description, and an amount. So really, I downloaded just a couple of statements off of my thing. So also one thing you can do, you don't have to. I like to do it when I'm working in Excel is I like to make a copy. So like we downloaded this. This is the raw data. I'll select all. I'll move it into a working data just in case as I'm manipulating it, I have, everything that I need. Like if I need to go back to it, I can go back to it easy enough. There's a bunch of crap here. You don't need most of it. So like this, delete. We want posting date. Don't need that. Don't need that. We need the amount. Don't need reference. We want the description for sure, right? We'll format it in a second. Transaction type, don't care. Type, don't care. Balance, don't care. Memo, don't care. Extended description, don't care, right? So then from here, what I would do is I would go reference number, okay? And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll autofill it. And then we will take this like that. Same thing here. And then I also like to format this column in accounting. So from here, like I said, this is all that you need right here. Okay, I just threw a couple of random ones from my personal bank account. And all you have to do from here is just delete the personal transactions, which you probably can do a bunch at the same time. So I see I have a couple of Google things here. Let's say those were business and I want, to make sure I have them. So what you do is you could just go like this. delete, go like this, delete, just like that. And now, obviously you probably have a lot more than that. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to be left with a spreadsheet of all of the business transactions that went through your personal account. And your accountant is going to love you for this. It's going to make your tax return more accurate. It's going to help make sure that you don't overpay in taxes. Overall, just you need to do this. Okay. So that's all you need. From there, just delete all the rows and then repeat the process if you have maybe a second personal account or a credit card where the same stuff is going on. Now you're not overpaying taxes for no good reason at all. Like I said, you'll be left with all the business transactions in those personal accounts. They'll be sitting pretty, looking great in that spreadsheet of yours. Your accountant will know what to do from there. Hit me up if you have any questions on how to do this.